Pop already. Pop. Pop pop. Pop. Pop pop. Pop. Pop pop. Pop. Pop.
No.
Yeah, boy. What's up, you guys?
Oh, hello and welcome to Misfits and Monsters. I'm your friendly neighbourhood Dungeon Master Aaron, and with me today I have people, which is good because if they weren't people, I'd be concerned that I'd just be sitting here talking to myself. Anyway,
how can you be sure?
My name's Tyler Durden.
Max, Mike, you have moved again. Your window has moved again. I'm
Woo!
gonna have to...
No one can contain this guy.
Oh my god, right. So introduce yourselves while I'm finagling about with this.
What's up, you guys? This here is Cray Cray. He's a reptilian bugbear, and he ain't afraid of memories.
He's not aware of them. And who's this here?
Now do me.
It's Grog, the Bog, Mallory, Max. He's an ogre. He's a gnome. He's a vehicle.
Oh my god.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'm out of here. That was astute.
That was good. That was a good little exchange of wits.
Okay.
And next we have like Pat, our favourite guy. Explain who you are.
I mean, okay, I'm sure I'm your penultimate favorite person. My name is Pat, and I play as Sif, the half-orc, half-human monk. He does
Question mark?
Question.
question mark?
Am I a monk?
I'm a what?
I guess that's up to you to decide, so.
You're a wizard, Harry. Yeah. And he is good at punching things and stabbing them with his spear, and he likes money.
Sounds like a monk.
Yeah.
Bloody monks.
Excellent, excellent. Who goes next? I think it's Haz.
It's that.
Hello, I'm Haz. I play the 6'2" mischievous, mind-melting investigator, strawboy extraordinaire, Bramble.
Nice! I
Right.
like that, Haz.
You wrote that down.
You know what, Haz?
That's actually improv.
Was that improv? That was brilliant,
Yeah,
sir.
Bramble. What I
Inspiration.
was going to say strawboy extraordinaire Bramble, who leaves your brain scrambled,
Scrambled.
Hey.
Inspiration point.
too
for you,
hot to
sir.
handle.
Inspiration point.
Try to fight me. It's a bit of a gamble.
All right, okay.
Get out!
Now
Get
you're just
out!
showing
Now I'm just showing
Just
off.
because you heard Fringe for
Calm
2 weeks
down,
doesn't mean you
Tanya.
can...
Shut up!
How do I follow
Shut
that?
up! you-
What's that red light?
Okay, inspiration for you for that, Haz. That was great.
Yeah.
And
Very good sir.
Mike, you're next.
So yeah, Mike playing Ezra, a roguishly handsome bard who has turned his skill with words to immortalising the adventures of the Misfit.
Ooh, I like this too.
That was written down.
That was good. That was good.
You
The
guys
rest
did
of you
homework.
need to do better. I think.
I don't
Nerds.
Yeah.
I was the first one to do a fucking poem.
Yeah, but you didn't. You then failed to bring it to the table.
You can't keep doing the same poem.
Yes, you can until you know it off by heart, and then when you're on stage doing it live one day, it's just like that.
It's just like that.
Just like
I do it on the night.
like Thanos.
Oh shit! Is this the night?
This is the night.
So unfortunately, we don't have our tiefling battle mage Kayla.
She was in a terrible boating accident
in Spain. On me. Sorry.
Where did that
Is
go?
that the first belch I've ever done
Or
on
she
stream?
could be on holiday.
Or yes.
She could be watching us right now, like.
I severely doubt
you
it.
fucking
I think
guys.
she has other priorities.
Don't go on the boat, Cat. I've seen a fucking premonition.
Oh, there.
Mike, our Octobard Calamari, cannot be with us this week either because of other commitments. So, and our mysterious new addition to the Misfits, Mitra, played by our friend Saren,
He's in the motherland.
cannot be with us either because he's had to return to the home country.
He's physically plane shifted.
He's had to return to the home country where he's no
Yeah.
doubt being wed to someone against his
Oh,
And I hope
God.
he's not watching.
In an awkward boating accident.
In a boat jet.
Oh God! It wasn't
On the
Cat.
day
It
of the
was
wedding.
Saren.
He's 200 miles inland in a boating accident.
And a boat fell off a lorry and
Whoa!
crippled his entire family.
Saren's gonna kick my ass.
Terrible.
He'll love it. Okay,
He's
so
polite.
who needs a recap because somebody hasn't been here
Me?
for a while?
I do.
Okay, help me with this, gang, because my memory is foggy. So you
Last week on
the
Misfits
last few sessions were basically taken up mainly by the gang frequenting various stores around Waterdeep to resupply.
We've been shopping.
They've been shopping, yeah, and they've put in a few orders for some new like accoutrements from a Clovier, which
Oh yeah, my stuff.
yeah, you're
You were
currently
there for that,
waiting. Yeah, you're currently still waiting for that because an entire day hasn't really passed. Then they went to the Yawning Portal to meet up with Mert, the moneylender, as he requested in his letter to you, which he included in the money that he was kind enough to forward to you as your reward for helping the inhabitants of the High Forest and in particular the village of Dapperleaf. So he basically acted as a go-between between Yusim, the chief of the village of Dapperleaf, and yourselves, and sort of arranged for the money to be given to you through him. So you've all got your reward. Did we tell you about how much money you have been given, Pat? We did do that.
I think he was there for that because he ordered some stuff.
So you went to the Yawning Portal, you met Mert, and he informed you that he'd like a favour from you in return for the favour of forwarding the money, your reward to you. And he wants you to go along with the Dung Sweepers Guild of the city on a week of their average work day, not only to protect them but also to do some investigation on his behalf. No.
Go.
Because there's some funky business going on in the underbelly of the city, and he'd like some.
Oh my God, it's the funky shit.
He'd like some
Okay.
competent but formidable eyes on the ground, accompanying the Dung Sweepers, because they see a lot, and it's the ideal sort of vantage to learn things that are going on in the underbelly of Waterdeep. Whilst there, you also pissed off Dernan, the proprietor of the Yawning Portal, by creating a bit of a ruckus in an arm wrestling contest with a Goliath gladiator who
I think
was
his
there
name was Mule.
boasting about things, and Grogget took him down a peg or two and
I fucking own this shit.
stole a number of his
Family heirloom.
hereditary heirloom weapons.
Stole's kind of harsh.
Stole-
You
well,
I
acquired
won.
them.
One.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
acquired
In a contest.
in a contest.
Right.
Totally fair
Square,
contest.
I suppose he put it on the line, so
Yeah, man.
Hey,
There was no
yeah.
there was no like intervention at all.
Okay, so he kicked someone ass, and we gotta go sweep some shit.
So we've
Good.
made
Yeah.
an enemy for life.
You've got a rival.
Yeah, sounds like an easy job. We can do it.
And
You've made an enemy for life. Bloody Scottish people, they ruined Scotland.
and you've agreed to
Hold up.
for the following morning to have a bright and early start with the Dung Sweepers. So you will have to go and meet them in their headquarters at Mule Skull Tavern, like really early in the morning, like 8 o'clock-ish kind of time. Is that what time we agreed on?
Yeah, I think so. Or was it
I
like?
think so.
Well, I mean, as someone who used to clean toilets, I'm offended because I used to have to wake up at fucking 5.
Okay, well.
And you're like 8 o'clock, so early.
Let me clarify this.
We also, when we went home to our tavern place that we're staying, we saw some
Oh, yeah.
figures on the roofs.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
see them.
And the guards who were posted outside didn't see them, and I informed them that they were there and they should check the roofs. We couldn't find anyone inside the house, and then I suggested that we actually all sleep in the sort of downstairs dungeon room with Cray just in case we didn't get stabbed in our sleep, because I thought that would probably be a bad thing to happen.
That could be bad.
Yeah.
Usually being stabbed is not a highlight of anyone's day. I agree.
You actually arrive at 6 bells, so you've all got up bright and early, and you've made your way across Waterdeep to Troll Skull Alley, where the Mule Skull Tavern is located. I think, is it on? No, it's not on that. I'm completely wrong. I'm getting different locations mixed up because I'm
Maybe
an
Mule
idiot.
was the name of the place.
It's actually on Serduin Street.
It's quite low down. I think it's dock forward, like somewhere like here.
Mule Skull. It's
Yeah, it was quite low down if I remember.
or is it on?
I think it's on wasn't it on Ship Street? Like?
Yeah, no, it's on. It's near Cod Lane. It's near the docks and the
that's
dock
Cod
wall.
Lane. What's it
Yeah.
called?
I like how you guys are all like, you all know where everything is in Waterdeep.
Yeah, I don't. I
This-
still don't.
Because this map.
What was it
keep
called?
Pimping this
Sorry.
map out. Oh, my brain.
It's aiddnd.org website created it, but Jason Engel is the
Jason
artist
Engel.
of the original map.
Good job, sir.
Yeah, very useful, but he had nothing to do with the construction of this interactive map. That was aiddnd.org. We'll put links to the stuff later. Anyway, so you made your way to the Mill School Tavern, where you can knock on the door and introduce yourself to your new comrades for the week, for the next 10 days. So the door opens, and
It's alright, Freya. It was just Foley work.
It's really effective Foley work. Brat!
okay,
Who'd have thought? The cleaners are all
the
dogs.
dog starts barking somewhere in the neighbourhood, disturbed by your.
Shut that bloody dog up! It's 6 in the morning!
So
Brat! What's that? Okay.
the guildmaster opens the door, and he is a rough-looking figure, but he's fairly distinguished. But he looks clearly like he's dressed for
Shoving shit?
rough trade. Yeah, he's dressed as he intends to.
Dressed for Dookie.
Yeah, dressed for Dookie.
Yeah.
And he's like, he says to you, "Hello there. I'm Zolgos Halbered. Welcome to the Dung Sweepers Guild. I assume that you are the Misfits that Mert told me to expect to aid us in our work this next 10 days."
Yeah.
Excellent. Primarily, you will be filling in for the 4 Brunos brothers that are normally here to help as part of the guild as they work here. But they're away at the moment. They've had to attend a family wedding. So.
How unfortunate.
Oh no, it's a good thing. It's
Oh.
a good thing.
Alright.
Yeah, it's not. It's nothing to be upset about. But I don't want to get into the politics of the ways and ways of all that. this sort of arrangement is fairly common, actually.
Arranged marriage.
No, not marriage. The people coming in and helping us here and there. It prevents having to pay various laws, like fines for contravening the laws and regulations. So we often have people such as yourselves come and give us a bit of a helping hand here and there. So there's no real paperwork necessary to fill out or anything like that. You can just muck in and not worry about having it for it to have to be official and justify yourself to the watch or any of the guard or the other guilds for that matter. Anyway, do come inside and I'll introduce you to the rest of the crew. So after you, and he opens the door wide, steps aside and asks you to come in.
How big's the doorway?
It's just like standard door size, so Grogan would probably have to like sidestep.
Why are my doors so small?
Yeah.
I hate doors.
I hate doors.
Zolgos maybe he's like, yeah, we don't often have fellas as big as yourself coming in and out of the tavern that frequently, so you'll have to forgive the tight squeeze that you're going to find in a lot of the situations we get into in the next few days.
It's alright, I'm used to it.
Very good, very good. Right, we'll come into the bar, and you go through this like small antechamber into like a larger sort of tap room that's outfitted pretty much as you'd expect from most taverns. It looks a lot like the Bowels of the Earth, to be honest. It's a fairly standardised structure and furnished with all the things you would expect to see in a bar. So the first person to introduce you to is a blonde human, seems in his mid-30s, and he says, this here is Cole Exit. He's the foreman, so when you're out and about, you'll probably be answering to him most of the time. And if you have any questions about any of the tasks that are expected of you, he's the man to talk to. Cole, he says, how you doing? I promise I'll go easy on you for the first couple of days at least. So don't worry. I'm not gonna push you too hard. But I'll tell you what I am looking forward to, especially this bligging here. Like having some drinking competitions with you later at the end of the day. That'll be a lark, eh?
Have you got any family heirlooms?
Nah, not really. I live on a day-to-day basis, really. I don't really, I'm like a rolling stone. I don't accrue no moss. I tend not to have a lot of personal belongings or inherited belongings for that matter.
Halfway through that conversation, Grog just like turned around and
So
Was his name Cole Exit?
yeah.
that's what I felt.
That's a clever name.
Zolgos, like it's like it's
I get it.
right?
I get it.
That's enough, Cole. That's enough. I think they've had enough. Okay. He points towards like a young halfling who's standing beside Cole. He's got bright eyes, and he reaches up and grabs your hand, and he's got like, as he's shaking all your hands, going, hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there. He's got a surprisingly firm grip. Like you can tell that he's
Done a hard day's grab.
He's quite buff for a halfling, quite strong. And he says, my name's Jasper Street Clear. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Jasper Street Clear.
He's like, I'm a 5th generation member of the Dung Sweepers Guild, so it's a family business, as it were, for me.
How nice. You must.
Yeah.
Your family must be very proud of you.
It's honest work, and it's well paying. It's what can I say? It's a privilege.
How well paying is it?
Well, it's better than not being paid.
That is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I had to do for free before I qualified to join.
I've not been paid before.
We just got 2,000 platinum each for destroying a giant evil thing.
Well, roll me in muck. That's a lot of money. What are you doing with it?
We're here, aren't we?
Yeah, we spent it already, so...
Oh,
Easy, Cal, easy, Cal.
I guess so. I've never seen that amount of money in one go in my entire life, so I can't even imagine it, really.
It was a fleeting memory.
Too much money is a burden, anyway.
Yeah, well, you can always earn more, can't you, eh? Especially in the City of Splendors. There's always things to be done that people are willing to pay. Unless you're me, of course. This is the only paying job I've ever had.
Would you like... No, maybe not now.
So Zorgos is like, moving on to the lady beside young Jasper here. And the first thing you notice about the woman, even before her tiefling heritage becomes apparent, is that she's completely adorned with a number of differing holy symbols representing all number of different gods, Chauntea, Tyr,
Oh, wow.
everybody you can think of, they are represented, and you notice that these symbols are all representative of goodly aligned deities. So
No Charlotte.
no Shah, no Bane.
Would you have some kind of a symbol Ilmater on her?
Oh, there'll be an Ilmater there, yes. So you the hands, yeah, the bound hands. So
they go like, I believe they go like this,
like a butterfly.
like this.
Like fucking secret.
Getting nothing to fuck with.
Yeah.
I've actually seen
They'll
them do
make her
that
have
before.
to fuck
They
with.
do like a sweet thing in the candlelight. I saw it in a play.
But yeah, so
I've seen a lot of plays.
so this will especially please you, probably, Sif. Like if you're feeling, kind towards your patron today or not.
I mean, it's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
So she's quite has quite an aloof air, which is like, pleasure to meet you all, and doesn't really extend any further.
You must be superstitious.
So she says, I'm not superstitious, but I have a lot of faith.
I can see that. You have all of them, nearly.
Yes,
Collect
I like to cover all bases. Why not?
I couldn't help but notice the hands of Ilmater that you're carrying.
Indeed, yes, one of my favourites. Yep, you are correct. I see that you are also a how should we say, a devotee of.
I am a servant, at times, yes, of Ilmater.
Very good. Has it helped you at all?
I've suffered a great deal.
Well, let's leave it at that then, shall we?
It is part of the fate.
Maybe you should add a few more to your coat, like myself.
Do you know Hugrak?
No, not one of my favourites.
He's
No.
he's not really a fan of me either.
Well, maybe that's for the best. The less attention you draw from those like.
He told me he was gonna come down there and have a word, and I was like, oh no! Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy.
That's not good. To be directly threatened by one such as he.
It was terrifying.
Perhaps you should consider adopting some different patrons for yourself. He's like, and finally, we have Camlin over here. And you see an older man, human man, greying hair, sitting at the bar, like nursing a steaming sort of brew of some description. And he turns to you all kind of reluctantly. He's like, right.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of goes back to drinking his beverage and
Hail.
doesn't respond any further than the initial greeting.
Ezra just approaches the tiefling and says, I'm sorry, I didn't quite get your name.
To the who?
The tiefling, I don't think you told us her name.
Oh, sorry. Zolgos obviously neglected to to introduce us, I'm Faith, quite appropriately.
Faith what?
Pleasure to meet you.
That is my name, Faith.
What, like,
Pleasure.
like
Pleasure. It's always,
Madonna.
Yeah,
it's always
word.
good to meet a devotee
Like
of
Naz.
Ilmater and many other gods.
Like Prince.
She's like, yes, I assume, like all of those. I haven't heard of them, but yeah.
What about
He's like a
Beyonce?
bard.
You must have heard of
He's really
Beyonce.
good.
I like his
Guys,
Yeah, he
guys.
made it rain purple once. It was amazing.
I'm pretty sure it was his cum.
Oh no! Oh no!
She's just like, and Zulgos is like, alright, well, generally we start from the north
Not on the street.
to the south through the trade sword. So,
You're a dad.
Can Ezra ask, can
the
I
area to the west
inquire
of the city
exactly
and then-
what is the nature of the work that we should be doing?
well, all sorts, but mainly keeping the streets clear of detritus and excrement, usually from animals like horse-drawn carriages and livestock that have been driven through from one market area to another, that sort of thing, and the occasional latrine that's been emptied into the gullies.
Ezra's face is just like wincing at every word coming out of this guy's mouth.
Ezra, you were there.
Well, I
You
mean,
agreed to this with Mert.
I hoped that Mert informed you of exactly, how mucky the job can be. Are you addressed appropriately? I mean, this.
Well, I was about to ask if there were any overalls you might have spare.
We have a few smocks and whatnot that you can wear if you need to. Yes.
Do you have nose plugs?
Yeah, we don't have the plugs. But you can always stick a few corks up there or something. Generally, we have what's like generally referred to as like a nosegay. It's like a handkerchief with perfumed or
I hear
dried
it's all the rage.
flowers inside of it to help block out some of the more noisome odours.
I'll take one of those.
Ah, very good.
I have a sensitive nose.
We'll show you how to prepare all this stuff before we set out. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So as this is happening, I turn to Ezra, and just between him and me, I say, I'm not. This is not the generosity I expected from your city for stopping the giant.
Quite, sir. I've never been so insulted to do such menial work in my life.
So, Cole.
You're saying that out loud. Be more discreet.
Cole is like,
Shut up.
Listen.
No, this was just between me and Ezra. No one else should have heard that.
Cole just broadly addresses you and is like, now listen, there's all sorts of perks to this job. We have a lot of influence here that we don't get the credit that we deserve, and there's all sorts of things that we acquire along the way as well, things like lost property, and we get rewarded for being discreet as well about certain things that we are frequent witnesses to. So there's a lot of benefits to coming along with us on our job.
DM question.
Yes.
So when Mert was pitching this to us, he said that he wanted us to look out for trouble, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's some shady goings on in regards to people being abducted and things being stolen from various areas, especially around the trades ward. And there's been reports of like shadowy figures being spotted sneaking about the area, and he wants more information if you can get it. And he also wants you to ensure that you protect the Dung Sweepers from falling foul of any of these potential.
So we're running protection, like undercover.
Yeah, you're running protection, but also
Alright, okay.
investigating. And he suspects that it could be something more than just the usual friction between the Xanathar's guild and the Zentarim and other parties.
Oh man.
What were you gonna?
Did we get a name?
Oh, well, we're the Dung Sweepers. That's it.
You're the Dung Sweepers.
What?
Can we be the muck spreaders?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It's kind of contrary to what we actually do.
Your team Dung Sweepers, and we're team muck spreaders.
Fine. All right. Well,
We'll start on one side of the city, you start on the other, and we'll meet in the middle and fuck each other up.
no. You're
Listen, my good man. Just
on our travels throughout
go
the
with
day, from one end of the trades ward to the other.
Do we need to sign a contract?
Yeah, I believe you've already made an agreement with Mert. That's good enough for us.
Yeah,
So there's almost to say, I'll leave you in the capable hands of Cole here. I have some paperwork I have to be getting on with before I go about my duties throughout the city. So I'll see you later on, perhaps for a drink, or two. Yes. And he's like that. He's like,
definitely.
what is this? Very, very good. Is that a custom where you're from?
No.
Oh, well, fine. Cheerio then. I'll speak to you later. And he disappears deeper into the tavern, to where his quarters are.
We're weird.
I saw someone do it once.
He's like, right. So, if you have a look in this room to the right of the bar there's various like spare overalls and smocks and what have you that you can pick from if you need them. And if you haven't already prepared for the day. There's also a few of these like poultice-like handkerchief things to put around your face if the smells are going to be too much for you. You know, do all you have to do is just get a handful of the dried flowers and stuff that you can see in those bowls on the counter opposite the clothes pegs. Just fill a hanky with it, bundle it up, and stick it on your mush.
So Ezra takes big handfuls of this stuff and just stashes them in his pocket for later, and takes some of the overalls and starts putting them on. Do you have any spare shovels by any chance? I'll be needing 4.
Yeah, there should be some tools in a tub there. It's an old keg, but a big one. There's all sorts of there's rakes, shovels. Some sweeping brushes. Help yourselves to whatever you think you'll need. Though I suspect you may be doing a lot less of the actual.
Does it have one with a blade on it?
You won't need that. You won't need that. You provide your own.
I get one of the brushes and I tie a cord of it to my axe, so it's a brush axe.
Okay.
Take that, detritus!
Yeah, I'm sure that won't arouse any suspicion.
Okay.
I mean, the Bruno's brothers are muscle. They normally, help protect us from any.
Who exactly would assault street sweepers?
The lowest.
Real scum.
You'd be surprised because of what we witness. Those in the underground of the city appreciate what we do for the upper echelons. How we are often source of information about.
So you're a bunch of snitches.
Yeah, you could say that. We are the eyes and ears of the city.
So you're the muck spreaders.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. In that regard, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Welcome
the rest
to
of
the
the time,
team.
we clean up the muck. But yeah. So you're all set. Got everything you need. If you need to bring your weapons along with you, there's a compartment in our carriage underneath it that you can secrete them in, so that they're not, you don't have to walk around looking like hardy adventurers like you are, and you can blend in a bit better if you want to. That's why I was saying the axe broom's probably a little bit too obvious.
So we're going undercover.
Yeah.
No one will think with
I need a weapon, all I need is my hands.
I'm a bit skeptical that I'm, or me, or you are going to be particularly undercover with Giant. Well, I'm not, but Grog is, and you're pink.
We've had all sorts. I mean,
Waterdeep is home to quite a many races of creature and person, so I'm sure you'll.
Yeah. What what your friend here says is true. You know, you're no more outlandish than any other creature strolling about, especially around the trades ward. But
if anything, it's my handsome good looks that are going to give us away. Surely nobody would believe I could be a
Do you want
street
us to do something about it?
well, I was going to say maybe we should dirty you up a bit, like, you know, get a bit of muck and rub it around your face.
Just a
I'd
bit.
really rather you didn't. It's fine. I'll keep my head down.
And also this fella here with the skull face. I mean, you're definitely going to have to like cover up.
You're gonna have to get rid of the skull.
Get like one of the face masks on and just wear that like for most of the day when you're out with us, because otherwise, like, you're gonna stand out like a
Scarecrow?
Pink nail.
like a
Zing.
nail.
Do you mean Bramble?
He means Bramble. He's pointing at you, Bramble.
Yeah, no, I understand. I think Bramble's just gonna, like, he reaches deep into his pockets and pulls out some straw and
Start chewing it.
start chewing it. And he'll pick up like one of the rags and wrap his face and his forehead in a.
All right.
Am I discreet enough now?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that'll do the trick.
Will the overalls fit me and Grog?
There'll be some there that you
Yeah,
can.
big ones.
There'll probably be.
I just tied two to my legs.
There might for Cray Cray that you might have ankles and wrists showing, like, and not be able to fully button it up across the chest. But,
Just rip through it.
but you could probably put a smock over, like maybe like a blacksmith's apron or a butcher's sort of apron, similar to that kind of,
Okay.
you know,
Kind of like an overall.
item. So are you all set?
Yep.
Okay, right. What we're going to do from this point on is a little bit different to the average sort of game. So you're going to take turns as a group, but who should we have go first? Let's have Bramble go first. So can you roll 3d6 for me, please, Bramble?
Sure can. 1 second. Six, 5, 4. Which is quite lucky, actually.
So in total, that is
That's it.
15. Is that 15
My dramatic
in total?
Yes.
I have to say something out loud.
I'm just watching Mike nod and it's like, yep.
That's pretty weird.
Okay, so you're going to start in.
How weird.
So as you're making your way, you all bundle into this like quite large open carriage, which has got compartments underneath it, just above the wheels, where you can they store all their tools and what have you, and they hang like buckets and other things off the side on hooks.
Okay.
But they're kind of like there's like bench seats on the top bed of this carriage that you
I'll
can
put
all sit in.
my defender sword in there, but I won't put Wilson.
Okay. So you're going to start in Virgin Square. So that is you two. Let's see. I'm probably not doing this right, so apologies to the author of this adventure. But,
Virgin Square.
so Cole basically says to you, oh, hang on, let me just find this correct. Here we are. It's very top of the trades ward, off Simple Street. So Cole's like kind of talking to you about various things, like almost like being a tour guide. And he's like, yeah, we'll start in Virgin Square. It's so named for the law that virgin men and women were sacrificed to dragons here on that site like long ago. But now it's known more as a place where mercenaries gather to advertise their services for prospective employers.
Or is it because it's harder and harder to find a virgin around?
That too, probably. But yeah, so you know, that's where we'll begin our endeavours. So once we reach the square, we'll disembark and set about like cleaning up the streets, and basically you guys just keep a lookout, like just, you know, keep an eye out for shady.
Do we clean?
No, I mean if it's a bigger job than the four of us can handle, then yeah, muck in. But you know, for the moment, just keep a wary eye about, like and look as if you're about to start sweeping. Like take a brush each or something. But yeah, but just kind of pretend. I mean, honestly, like a lot of the time, the Brunos brothers did the same. Like there was more leaning on a broom than there was actually pushing one. So.
What do I do with my hand?
Are we all here? Is it just
everybody here. So
it's weird to pretend.
Okay, Grog, just.
Okay,
just
so
swim away
are
a
we?
little bit.
How we disembarked? Are we in the process
yeah,
now?
you're in Virgin Square and you can disembark. So.
Okay, so so Sif grabs a brush and joins the sweepers pretty much straight away, and
Okay.
you'll notice that he is incredibly good at this since he's that's what he's done pretty much all his life.
So the Jasper the halfling is like right, you're obviously a dab hand at this. You weren't wrong. That you know what you're doing. I mean, I know it's just shoveling up shit, but. There's a certain art to it. You definitely, you're not missing a drop there. You've really got down.
Thank you.
He's a shit
I'll tell you what, friend. I was never a very good monk, but that made me a bloody brilliant sweeper and cleaner in general.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want a break from the adventuring, I'm doing the wrong voice now. It's like, if you ever want a break from the adventuring life, you can always, come and join us full time in the Dung Sweepers. We'd be happy to have you. Especially if you've got the fighting chops as well to help, keep some of the ruffians in line when they give us some jip.
I mean, I do have the experience and the references, so no, I might consider it.
Yeah.
And I just go back to sweeping quite vigorously. It's like, this brings back memories.
Okay, so
Can I check the roof lines and just see if I can see
go
them?
ahead, do a perception check.
21.
21. Okay, so this early, the sun's not fully risen, so it's quite dim light, sort of an orangey diffuse sort of cast to the sky. No, hardly anybody is about. Like you've seen barely a person moving around the city this early in the morning, and this goes for this area as well. It's virtually abandoned except for the Dung Sweepers at work, shoveling and sweeping. So even with that good a roll, nothing suspicious arouses your attention. But you do notice that there is a plaque beneath a statue of a stocky man with a scarred face and eye patch, and it gets your interest. So you go over towards it and you read the legend, which says, "Blazadon One Eye, beloved patron of Virgin Square mercenaries." And he probably looked a lot better than before the pigeons got to him, because he's absolutely covered in their guano.
I'll brush his face with my axe brush.
Okay, Cole comes up to me, he's like, "What a disgrace. Man deserves better than to be memorialised in bird shit." It's like, "Dude, you're doing a good job there, thanks for that."
No problem.
Thanks for that. Good on you.
Is there a spell that repels bird shit?
Not that any of us know,
Do
but...
any of you
Can
know
I do
spells?
can I do prestidigitation on it to
Yeah, if
clean
you want
it?
to, yeah.
It's like... Wow!
Oh,
See?
you did a really good job, Greg.
Axe brush!
Magic, both as a compliment and as an observation.
We should always remember our fallen heroes.
So as the bird dung just dissipates and you're brushing, suddenly the face of the statue gapes wide open with like jagged fangs and chomps off the end of the brush. And,
Oh dear!
What?
and it then lunges at you as another mouth opens up on its belly.
I react.
What?
So Cole is like, "Oh shitting fuck!" and he like jumps backwards, like, totally.
Boggs is like,
Ah,
Yeah, just another Tuesday. Where's my monster manual?
That's a 28 to hit. If I may.
Damn it.
What do you need?
So just do a dex saving throw for me first,
Dex
please.
saving throw.
You know what, gang?
23. 25.
25. Yeah, you more than succeeded dodging its attack. I've got to go and get my monster manual.
Yep.
It's in my other bag from our other D&D group. So.
Where did I put mine?
What did you do to that statue?
I appear to have enraged it significantly.
Yeah, you shouldn't have really cleaned it like that. It seems like he's.
I think he liked being covered in dirt.
He prefers it when you stroke clockwise.
Oh,
Yeah, that's obviously what you did well.
I went with the shins. Never good.
You brushed his hair backwards. You can't do that.
Maybe I moved the eye patch. Maybe he's embarrassed.
You're lucky it bit the brush end of your broom axe.
Yes, it's a good job you weren't doing anything else.
Yeah, then I've got a spare broom.
Right.
Yeah, you can have that.
Ah! Your greatest enemy returns.
Broomzilla.
Broom.
Okay. So, roll initiative.
Can I roll in?
Everyone, yeah?
Yeah. So as you
But I was
watch,
enjoying the sweeping.
the statue collapses into multiple different creatures, all with gaping, like, serrated fangs, like chomping and big tongues lashing out in an effort to try and grapple you all. So, can you each please roll initiative and tell me what you got?
Ezra got 5.
Oh,
Ezra's 5. Okay.
I got 9.
Cray-Cray's 9.
Ezra's still in the coach. He's like, do I have to get out of here?
Brogger.
Look at shit.
15. Sif, what did you get?
I'm on it, so I got 23.
Nice. Bramble.
17.
Oh, thank God.
There's two people who are furthest away. Right?
Double dash.
Yeah, look, I'm
But they saw it from a distance happening, so they saw the early signs, right?
Oh my God.
We were
I mean, I was
we
quite
were
happy
too
to
close
see
to the
them.
magic.
Yeah.
That's what the magicians do. Like.
We're just staring down the more.
Yeah, you gotta look outside the box.
All I could see was mouth.
Okay, they all rolled quite terribly. So,
Oh, good.
Very good. Grog cannot be surprised because of a feat he has.
that's fine. So,
What's wrong with his feet?
you... they
They
stink.
can't be surprised.
Feat of premonition. They see the future.
Those some feet.
They feel the future
Going.
through their toes.
That's why he doesn't wear shoes.
So, these creatures, there are remnants of the statue's, sort of shape in each of them, but they've kind of like, there's like 5 of them that have all just collapsed into individual, like, chomping, jumping, like, creatures trying to eat you. And so, like, one of them will probably be like a leg, another one will be
Right,
another
yeah.
leg, like, one will be like the pelvis, another one will be the torso, one's a head. So they're all ridiculous looking sort of mimics of that have formed part of this statue as a whole. So they're like Voltron mimics.
Is it like a mimic kind of
A mimic combiner.
cheerleading team making a like human pyramid out of them?
Yeah, pretty much. But they've all just
It's like
collapsed now and are lunging at Cray and.
How long were you waiting like that, guys?
So you
It's like
get
the
an
mimic
attack,
version of Power Rangers.
straight off the bat for not being surprised.
The Power Rangers are possibly
I'll let
covered
you
in
have that
shit.
just out of interest.
It hit 19 natural roll, so
19.
more than that.
Oh,
20.
right. That's a
28.
definite hit.
Cool. D10.
Oh, which one's D10s?
These boys.
Yeah, they are.
Look for the one with 10 sides.
Dude, you're running well.
15.
Wait, we need battle music.
This is battle at a banquet. Salt.
Yeah, 15 bludgeoning.
15 bludgeoning. I think that might be enough to just take it out. Oh, no, it isn't. Okay. 15, so that is... Yeah, so it's a good hit.
And then I would like to rage.
This early in the morning.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You would like to
Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I either wake up crying or enraged.
I hate those ant statues!
So yeah, the one that you're fighting is the over large head.
It's
that's
funny
like
looking.
gnashing and flicking its tongue out at you aggressively, and you literally crack from one eye down to its cheek, like with your attack, and the head just parts, and this gooey purple sort of flesh stretches between and underneath the outer rock casing. It was a good hit. So is that you only get one attack, don't you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
So Sith, you're first up in the initiative order. So what are you doing? Because you've just turned to see this development as you're in the midst of doing your manual labour.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So I mean, I'm pretty far away because I've been going with the sweepers.
Yeah.
And obviously I don't. Since I'm carrying a broom, I don't have my staff with me. So, would you say that in that time before this happened, I got further than 40 feet away? Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to. Can I use the broom as a staff, as a fighting staff?
Makeshift weapon.
I'd say you can use it as a makeshift weapon. Yeah.
Okay, so what? Okay, so what I do is.
Go Jackie Chan on it.
Hmm?
Oh shit.
So I break off the head of the
Yeah.
I break off the head of the broom and I dash towards the action.
Okay.
I believe my dash is like 60 feet, so I'm probably
You'd
not
definitely get there. You would definitely.
Okay.
Get there. Yeah.
but dash is an action, right?
yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even for monks.
So
You'd have to use a key point, I think, for it to not be an action.
Step of the wind.
hold on, cause shit, fuck. I've got so much shit on my desk. 1 sec.
Well, that's
Sweep it
why
up,
you
man.
need the dung sweepers, man.
Yes.
So, which one are you heading for? You've got a head, a left leg, a right leg,
Oh, I'm gonna go for the left
a
leg.
pelvis, and a torso. You're gonna go for
Actually,
the
no,
left
right leg, because my right leg is a bit bum. So I'm gonna take revenge.
All right.
Yes. So I'm gonna spend a key point and give it good old flurry of blows, which means that I take 2 unarmed strikes at it. And do keep in mind that my attacks with my hands are magical. I know that's going to make a difference, but it might. So I start punching the fucker, which is the first attack is a. Oh shit! Okay. The first attack is 13.
That's
The hit.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool. So my unarmed strikes are 1d8. So it takes 8 plus 4. It takes 12 physical damage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna punch it again.
Okay.
This foot really is really doing my head in. Ooh, no, wait, do I get on? I don't get that on 19. Okay, so the next attack is also a hit because it's like 28,
Yep.
27,
Another key point.
and it takes 6 physical damage. And
Like the role playing a little bit more. So as you pummel that with a series of blows, Pat, you start to crack and smash off the casing of like the rock remnants of the leg that still sort of adorns its exterior, like above the gnashing mouth, and multiple like red globular eyes, and like a purplish fluid starts to seep and spatter out of the of the fissures that have been created under the impact of your blows. But you know you don't.
I say, why is everything we ever attack always got poisonous liquid coming out of it?
What? You don't know it's poison yet.
Are we fight?
Now, hold on.
Is it grape?
Hold your wind. So.
Are you sure? Are you sure this guy's name wasn't Vigo the
Oh
Carpathian?
no!
Can
His
you?
prince is gone.
Can you just do a? I want you to do a. This is an escape check, really. So can you just roll like a dice and do strength for me, please, Pat? Strength ability.
Saving? Oh boy, I just rolled a critical.
Nice. Okay, so some of that fluid,
One,
that
yeah.
gloop that comes out of the wound. You fumbled. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I fumbled
I
completely.
thought you said you'd crit. So.
Oh no,
that
I did
fluid-
crit in the other direction.
You fumbled. So some of that from the wound that emerges as the rock casing shatters under the blow from your fist, sticks to your knuckles, and as you go to pull away to attack again, it stretches like an elastic, but it's now adhered to your flesh, and your fist is pulled back onto the creature's hide, and your hand is momentarily stuck on its body, and you are grappled.
I need a hand with this foot.
You're currently grappled.
Okay.
So make a note of that. Anything else for you, or is that it for your turn?
Well, since I'm grappled, I can't pull any of my specials, so that's it for me.
Alrighty. So Bramble, you're up next. So as with Sith, you're not immediately next to the statue that's just transformed into these creatures. So you will probably have to travel over towards them to aid them as part of your move.
Yeah, sure. I guess Bramble will travel over.
Okay. So you are probably more than your maximum movement away from where they currently are, because they're in the centre of the square, and you probably would have been around the outskirts with the cart, the Dung Sweepers. So are you going to dash over and use that as your main action, or what? What are you going to do? Some long range business?
Yes, or I'll do a bit of long range business. Would you say they're about more or less than 60 feet away?
I'd say they're probably somewhere between 60 or 70 feet away from you.
Alright, cool.
Just
So,
shits and giggles.
Bramble.
I'll assign an arbitrary number and you will stick to it.
So Bramble's first going to use magic missile.
Magic missile. Okay, so which of the 5 of these mimic creatures are you targeting? There's a head, a left leg, a right leg, a pelvis, or a torso?
The right leg that Pat was after, the torso, and where else was there?
The head is currently engaged with Broggart. The right leg is currently engaged with Sith.
Cool. I'll get the right leg, the torso, and the head.
Okay, right leg, torso, and head. All right, nice.
Oh, that's a nat 20 to hit.
Very good, very good.
Very nice.
So what are the rules of this again? So we're doubling the...
So it's the maximum amount of your damage dice plus double what the dice that you would roll. So
Right.
say if you roll a d8, it's 8, and then you roll a
Plus.
d8, and then roll another d8 if you roll
Yeah.
2d8. Does that make sense? I
Yeah, that
always
makes
feel
sense.
like I'm completely fudging that description.
No, it's alright. I'm just really bad at like remembering it. So it's...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So the first one is 9.
9.
Yeah. So let's say
the
the...
head. So we go.
Yep.
Say that's the head. Yeah. You strike the head with one magic missile. Takes 9 damage.
The second one is 6,
Yeah.
and the third one is 10.
So that would be the right leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And the torso was the last one. Is that right?
Yeah, that gets 10.
10. Okay. All right. So like, they're all like struck by the magical energy from your attack, and momentarily sort of like blitzed by it. Like, what next, or is that it for you, Bramble? Is there anything else?
I'll seeing the one that's grappled
Sith. Yeah.
Fifth. Sorry, my brain just shut off for a second.
Well,
I'll
that's my
attempt
one every game.
to.
What were you doing? Sorry.
I'll attempt to do frostbite to freeze the area that, or freeze the group so he can break through it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Kind of like in Terminator
Yeah.
2.
Hey, very good idea.
Yes,
I'll be back
pretty much.
in action.
Have you seen this boy?
Who is your daddy? And no, wait,
That's 22 to hit. That's
Yeah,
a hit,
that's a hit.
So if you make a
is this
a
an area of
Constitution saving
effect?
throw.
Sorry.
me.
Yes. Well, I think so. No, I don't think so.
No. So you were targeting just the right leg on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what was the damage amount? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. If you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, sure. That's rubbish. That is 5. So
Yeah, that failed. Miserably. That's 11 cold damage, plus it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So like frost rhymes all over its exterior, and starts to weaken its stony casing in the form of the right leg, and you can see that it's starting to like, fissures are starting to form on the stone, weakening its armor.
Is it still gripping me quite?
It is still gripping you though, like you're
You
trying
smash
to
out of
remove
it.
your fist, and it's like a glue that's setting. Like it's like you can't quite pull off the. I mean, you can attempt to escape the grapple on your next turn, obviously, but you're still stuck fast to it at the moment. Right, is that it for you, Bramble?
Yes.
Okay, Rocket.
Yeah. Rolled attacking.
Oh, natural 20!
Nice. That's 2 in this game so far.
Yeah, for my first one. Is the one dead in front of me?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
head. The head is the one that you're fighting.
So the head's dead.
No, it's not dead.
Oh, it's not dead.
Still very much
Okay.
alive and gnashing and flailing its tongue.
Can
around.
I try and grab its tongue
If you want to, yeah.
and sort of wrap it around it and restrain it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can try.
Yeah, I would like to try and do
Okay, so do a dex athletics. No, dex acrobatics. What would this be? No, sleight of hand. Let's do sleight of hand. See if you can like
sleight of hand.
trick it. You know, your hand motion is so fast and fluid that it can't predict where you're going, and you manage to snatch its tongue in mid-sway in the air. What was that?
Well, I had the natural 20, and then I rolled that, and it's an 8.
Yeah. Well, should we say that the natural 20 was
Yeah.
your attack?
Sure.
Yep, I'll let you do that. You know, how often do you roll a natural 20? So there
Got
you
it.
go. So you managed to grab the tongue as it's flailing about like in one big mitt. You've got it gripped hard. So now what? It's gripped.
Does it? Do I find it looks adorable?
No, no, you don't. It's hideous, and it's slimy, and it stinks. The fetid breath that's emanating from its gullet as it's going. He's just
And Grog just like
vaulting you.
pulls its tongue.
Oh, okay.
And
Destroys a helmet.
Deep sea
behind.
diver.
Just pulls his tongue from his mouth.
Okay.
Yeah, just an unarmed
Yeah.
attack, I guess.
Attack.
1d4.
From an ogre. From a ogre. That'd be more than that.
Well, if you want to give me one, 1d6.
I'd say D8. All right.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Do you add to strength?
Plus 1 from the strength.
Minus 1.
Oh, that's correct.
What is your strength? Is it 18?
Yeah, 11.
11 damage.
Yeah.
So the tongue is pulled, like wrenched out from its maw, and it tears with a horrible sound like cabbage being ripped open, like ripped in half. And just more of that purplish, like viscous fluid starts spraying out from its it's all over Grog. And so yeah, you did that. But
He's still not dead.
he's still not dead.
Okay, and then I like to just put his hand into the like open maw, and then like just try and like rip it apart.
Rip it apart.
Yeah.
Okay. Just do an attack, like a improvised attack, and then let's see how you fare with that. What was that? Like an unarmed strike. Sorry.
So,
not
yeah. So
So it'd just be plus your strength.
14.
Would you get proficiency with that? I don't know.
It's just your strength modifier.
Yeah.
On top
So
of
14. That is you do hit.
Okay.
So can you do a strength athletics check for me to see if you have the muscle power to just rip it in two?
So that's 9. 19.
19. Okay, yeah. So you with like your fist shoved into its maw, you've basically got your fingers down its gullet, and you just pry it apart, like tearing like the jaw from the upper half of the head, like and rip it apart. Do another d8s of damage plus your strength.
7.
7.
Why won't you die?
So the thing, even though it's now in two pieces,
Oh my god.
and bleeding that gross purplish fluid profusely from its torn like wounds. It's still alive and it's flailing and flopping about with its eyes blinking like rapidly. It's trying to sort of like make its way over towards.
It's got no tongue. It's got half
but
a body.
It's not looking good. It looks like it's very near the end of its
It's almost looking like it's doubled.
of its rope. So
Grog, just finish it off, God.
have you got another attack?
I don't think I do. No.
All insult type. Attack it with your
Add
words.
insult to injury.
Pull yourself together.
No, I haven't.
No. Okay. So on to Cray Cray.
Oh shit.
So you're obviously standing amidst all of these creatures that have just suddenly appeared.
So there's still some Voltron.
There's a head that's now been torn in twain by Grogger. That's these two separate pieces flapping about, trying to get back to him. There's a right leg that's Sif has got his hand stuck on.
Yeah.
There's a left leg which is hopping up and down with his snapping jaw and a flailing tongue. There's a pelvis with a quite inappropriately placed mouth and tongue flopping out of it.
Fly.
Yeah, and a torso, which is like basically the upper body with the two arms
Very cool.
flailing around.
Well,
and Sif is engaged with the right leg. Robert is engaged.
Oh,
with
we're
the head,
just seeing each other for now.
and Bramble was at a distance casting spells. So you're in amongst all of them. So take your pick.
Well, I'm gonna go for the pelvis because it's. I'm just like, oh god!
So,
So I'll go for
for the
to start with.
obscenities.
Yeah.
It's offending.
Put that away! Oh, that's not great. 14 to hit.
That's a hit.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so 17. Yeah, 17 slashing, 3 of it was fire.
Okay.
For my first attack.
Yeah.
Then I'll come back round and then hit it again.
Yeah.
Christ, what's that? 27.
Yeah, it's a hit.
20. 4 of its fire.
20.
Still standing.
It's still snapping. You haven't yet castrated it. The tongue
Okay.
is still flapping about. Jaws are gnashing.
No! Again.
That's quite a lot of health, actually.
25. Jesus.
That's it.
7. 13 slashing, 6 of it is fire.
Okay. So with those series of blows, I mean, its tongue is now like split in two, like bifurcated, and it's flapping about kind of wildly without any real aim now. The face, like the eyes, which are kind of above on the abdomen, above the gnashing teeth, it's kind of cut two ways so that it's starting to split. So the stone of the abdomen is just cracked and then parting, and that goopy purple substance is stretched and dribbling out from the wounds. It is not looking good. It's barely able to open its mouth correctly now due to the injury. It's just like, and the bifurcated tongue is just like lolling weakly. It looks like it's very nearly finished.
Okay.
Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, it's now the head mimic's turn, and it's going to retaliate against Grog. And Grog.
Yep.
So it manages to like lunge forwards, like in an effort to clamp down on you with its teeth, and that is absolutely abysmal. That is a 9, so that is a complete miss. And then it's with its. I haven't got a tongue anymore. I can't do that. So no, it's just pathetic. It's just like
It goes onto my leg, but because it doesn't have another jaw,
No
it just
pressure,
has nothing to grasp onto.
it's just the upper teeth. Like
It's like someone's just.
yeah, it's no good.
Stop it.
The leg mimic, the right leg mimic, which
My leg hair.
which Sif is currently still attached to, it's going to attack him, and it gets advantage because he's currently grappled.
Oh, Sif.
So that is a 15 as it tries to bite down on you. Is that a hit?
15?
Yeah,
That's a miss.
that's a miss. So like you manage to just pull your body away from the gnashing hand before it can connect with the flesh. So
Wait, did you say with advantage? Did you roll with
I
advantage?
did roll with advantage. Didn't roll very well
Oh.
at all. And then
Great.
with
Happy to hear.
its tongue, it attempts to sort of swat you from the side as you're moving away. It tries to like flick around the back of you. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot better.
Is this the one
21
attacking
to
Sid?
hit.
Yeah.
That is a hit, my friend.
So
It does have disadvantage on its attack rolls, right?
correct.
Did you
I
forget?
think it's just a hit.
So no, I did. On my I didn't apply it to, so I applied it to that second one because it missed. That is a 14, so it misses. So yeah, both attacks miss, so you're good.
Nice.
I thought you said. Wait, hold on. I thought you said that attack was 21.
No, I should have applied disadvantage on that attack
Like a bramble.
because of Bramble's ability.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay,
So-
great. Thanks, Bramble.
So you got out of that completely free of injury there, Sif. Ezra, it's your turn. So what are you doing? I'm assuming you're still on the cart, aren't you?
Yeah, so Ezra will step out of the cart and just sort of. Are there any of them that haven't actually engaged?
Yes, the left
Anyway,
leg
yeah.
is just hopping up and down near Cray and Brogger and has yet to clamp on.
Yeah. So in response to its sort of shape shifting and everything, I'm going to shout a vicious mockery at it, and I'm going to say, "Well, that's a neat trick. Perhaps you have a future in children's parties."
The creature kind of like stops in its agitated sort of gnashing. It's just like, and its bulbous like orange eyes just all kind of like at one like blink in a series of like confused sort of patterns.
Confused blinks.
And what does vicious?
Great. And can you take a wisdom saving throw for me?
That is a 13, which is a failure. So
That fails. So you will be taking 10 points of psychic damage, and your next attack. Is it next attack? Hang on, sorry, I'm reading.
disadvantage.
Yeah, your next attack roll is disadvantage.
Yeah, good. Okay. Anything else, Ezra?
No, that's it. I'll just try and keep clear of all the shit.
So the leg recovers from its like momentary confusion with that series of like static but rapid blinking of its eyes, and then seems to shake like the leg
Really bad
shakes,
headache.
and then its eyes focus on Cray,
Oh fuck.
and it's like and it hops towards you, gnashing in an effort to bite down, and that needs to use disadvantage. Oops. Oh, that's terrible. That is a complete miss. So it misses with that attack.
Shall I
Then-
riposte? Shall I riposte?
Do you want to? It's two.
It misses. Oh yeah, well you can attack.
Let's use a die. I'll riposte.
You're gonna riposte.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, easily hit.
Someone.
So what's 9 plus 6? Brain.
15.
15. 22.
22.
Yeah. Because I did D10 to it.
Okay. Yeah. So you like affronted by its sudden like, lunging attack at you from nowhere. You're just like and just slash at it and like cut it all the way up its like its face through its upper jaw. So it's like splits open and
Ooh.
gunk starts pouring into its mouth.
Not
Like,
gone.
so that was a good hit. And then in retaliation, it flicks its tongue out towards you in an effort to clobber you,
I can do those.
and does 17, which is a miss, I believe, on Cray. Yeah. So and it just it misses you by a wide margin. Like you're way out of its range by the time it's like. But some of the gooey like blood-like fluid from this wound like splatters onto you.
Okay.
It's all sticky.
After my reaction, so I can't do anything about it.
It is now
Is it 6 go?
the pelvises go.
Oh my god.
The pelvis now.
The worst.
Oh no, someone's gonna get thrusted.
So yeah, it's
Yeah, I don't trust this one.
it prods its tongue out at you
Hey.
like
Oh.
in a jab,
Purple rain.
thrusting at you, thrusting obscenely. That's an 18, so that is
Hit. Dead on.
You're not staying dry yet. You're gonna
Swinging its weapon.
that is 9 points of bludgeoning.
Of course it is.
not piercing, bludgeoning. There was no penetration.
You got tongue punch?
And can you do a Strength
Who's this, sorry? Cray Cray.
This is still Cray Cray's. Strength saving throw for me, please, Cray. One sec.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah, you've got to beat 13.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. So
Yeah, mega book.
it attempts to it attempts to adhere itself to you, like but you're just like and pull back, and it just easily is like detached from your flesh. It just doesn't stick. So that failed.
My scales saved me.
And now the torso is going to attempt to attack Grogger. So the arms basically like propel itself like a gorilla across the floor towards you as its mouth is where the
Grog, he's
pets
coming!
are. So that's a 22 to hit. That's definitely.
Grog is not paying attention to my words.
Yeah.
It's just like coming up behind him. He's like, oh look, he's in 2 bits.
He's probably still trying to wrap his head around, but it's a statue.
Yeah. Look, why not die?
That's 4 points of bludgeoning. Pretty weak. But then it also.
Ow.
Can you do a strength saving throw for me, please?
I can.
Smash this.
Hey.
A billion.
Yeah.
28.
So it sicks up a bit of that viscous fluid out of its throat, like as it bites you, in an effort to try and stick to your to the area where it bit down on your leg,
my bosom.
your bosom, and it just doesn't take. It slops off and doesn't adhere, so you're safe from that. But then, frustrated, it swings its tongue out at you in an effort to smack you around the face, like a fleshy club. And it rolls an 11, which is rubbish, so it fails miserably. And back to Sif. So Sif, you're still stuck on this leg mimic, trying to get your hand free. Do you want to do a strength check to see if you can not save it? It should have been a strength check.
Would that be a strength check or?
Where is
He's just there.
He's gone.
He's sewing.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm just looking at some paperwork.
This big.
How do I break a grapple?
Strength.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah, strength check. Just do a strength check.
Yeah.
Strength athletics.
Okay.
You got to beat 13.
Let's have a look.
It's an escape.
Is that saving throw or just strength check?
Just a strength check.
So that's 18.
Oh yeah. So you easily like tear your hand away from the sticky goop that adhered you to its surface. So you're now free to do as you please.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my my broom handle, and I'm going to try to whack it with it because I'm a monk and all that.
All right.
And it's going to be 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Great. Let me find a D10. Fuck what D10. Okay. Let's so it takes 14 bludgeoning damage.
14. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try that again. So I whack it with the I make sure to whack it with the dirty end as well.
Okay.
Although I did kick off the head, so it's just the broom handle. So.
Okay.
Supposed to.
So no poo.
And the next one is this right? I may be mistaken, but I think this is 30 to hit.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's like hit it so well that you like hit it and its like parents and ancestors before.
It's
You just
entire
attacked
It's hit in every parallel universe.
My lineage blow.
yeah. Roll the
Its
damage.
kids are gonna feel it.
That wasn't a crit then. That wasn't a nat 20.
No, it was 19, and I think I'm not sure because I'm improvising right now. I don't have it down, but I think because I have proficiency in staffs and staves, I think that's like a +11.
Okay, fine, yeah, fine.
Which would have been a 30.
Yeah.
And it takes 8 damage, bludgeoning from that.
Okay, so you deliver.
So, no, I'm not done unless it's
it's
dead.
not done. It's not done. Okay.
Is it dead?
No.
Okay.
Some big fishes like
what's that you want
appear on
more?
its surface and stop bleeding that purple goop, but it's still agitated and actively trying to bite down on you. So.
Oh, you motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 key and start punching it.
Alright.
So let's see. +4. 19 to hit is a hit, so it takes 9 bludgeoning damage, and the next one is 16 to hit. So it takes 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah. So you were.
And oh no, I'm not done.
Pat, it's done. It's.
You might not be done, but it's done.
It's dead 4
Okay.
times over. So what happens? Tell us how Sif dispatches this creature.
He's just
Okay,
dust.
so-
He's just dust.
So I grab it by the Achilles heel and just smash it on the cobbles really hard.
Okay.
To the point where it's only the Achilles heel that remains.
Okay. Yeah. So all of these stone casing of
Achilles tendon or whatever.
It's out to hide. Just breaks off and shatters and crumbles away until you're basically holding like the purplish flesh of the mimic beneath, and you're just hammering it into pulp against the cobblestones of the square until all that's left is this like loosely limp dangling shred of skin in your hand, like it's just dripping purplish goo.
Did it ping with goo?
Never interrupt my shit sweeping.
This man loves his work.
If only we were as dedicated to anything.
He found his calling.
Okay, is that it for you,
on.
Sif? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure? Okay.
Yes.
Bramble, you're up.
Yeah, that was notarized Sif's sheer will to clean shit.
It's what I do. It's what I've done for. Well, I mean, I was trained as a monk, honorable monk of the Ilmater. What do you mean?
When you gotta shovel shit, you gotta shovel shit.
That's an
really
accurate
good.
observation.
How very?
Oh,
His disciples are the spiritual shit shovelers of the religious world of the Forgotten Realms.
Here, let me get that.
I guess you can call this a shit show, right?
I mean, it's a job.
This is definitely our shit episode.
Right. How many are left? Sorry.
There's 4 left. There's
Cool. I'm gonna do magic missile again, but I'll do it at 2nd level, so I hit all 4. So can you do a con save for all 4, please?
Yes. Hold on a moment. 4 con saves coming up. Right then, here we go.
Why do you do a con save for magic missile? Don't you have to roll to hit?
No, because it just says. Wait, did I read the wrong one? Hold on.
For magic missile was just bang, bang, bang. That was it. I didn't think you had to do anything.
I think it's just straight up attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess
Ranged
it's just straight
attacks
attack.
have to roll
So.
to hit. That's
Yeah,
what
sorry, I was
thought.
reading which one. My bad.
Ooh, which one?
I've got to look in a list.
He's a witch.
Is this the first fight Bramble's been in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in
It's the first time I'm like using magic as well, so like.
Popped his thorny cherry. Are you?
Yeah, generally, I'm pretty sure it's true to say that every offensive spell either is a ranged attack
Yeah.
and they don't save, or they save.
Yeah.
but usually things that are like missiles that fly through the air, you have to do the ranged attack. So that'll be it's like an attack roll. So
It's like your level and
yeah,
plus
add your proficiency and your spell modifier thing.
See, I thought that you were doing some custom version of Magic Missile. I don't know if because of your weird race and where you're from, you changed the spell.
He's only from down the road.
For some
I'm
flavour
only from down the
reason.
road.
So okay, yeah.
That
so
sounds like a fun
it's a
brand
roll to
prediction.
attack basically has, and then you pick. I mean, you only roll once for Magic Missile anyway, don't you? And then you just pick where you assign where the missiles go. Is that right? You don't have to.
It's a bit weird. It has multiple attacks, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I would assume you just roll the once.
Yeah, you don't have to do a roll for each missile. You just roll once, and then you decide where they go. I think. Is that right?
Maybe. I've not done Magic Missile.
So
I
this is
can
the
check
thing,
that.
I've never played a character that's used Magic Missile, even though it's the standard spell of D&D.
I didn't
Well,
I
that
don't
is
know if
something
I've ever
new.
used
Pat,
Magic
if
Missile.
you're watching, we need you back because you're the only person who knows how to do magic. Cat.
I know.
Cat would know this because she has a spell
me,
that's
Cat,
like does
teach
multiple
me.
targets as well.
Come back!
Did you know once a funny fact? That my brooch of shielding makes me immune to magic missile. You know what? I've had that the entire time we've all played together. No one's ever fired a magic missile.
In fact, you see this happening.
It's ridiculous, isn't
Try
it?
and get in the way.
Magic missile.
If
Should
Bramble
try and just hit.
fumbles, maybe you'll get a chance to use this. Okay, so roll your attack, please, Bramble.
Oh, that's 22 to hit.
That is a hit, yeah. So, where are they going? These missiles?
All 4, because I've got 4.
Okay, so on the head, on the left leg, on the pelvis, and the.
Oh,
torso.
sorry, I got it totally wrong. Magic Missiles just hit.
Yeah, I thought
So,
I thought it was just
You don't-
automatic hit.
That's really weird. Most spells like that are ranged attack throws.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, I thought
But
Magic
yeah, you
Missile
don't
was
get a
just
save
like that.
either, so it's just damage.
it's just
So,
damage.
You don't get to save. That's a great spell.
They don't save and you don't have to roll to hit. It's incredibly reliable.
I think it's just really low
Unless
damage.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah,
It's
it's not.
1d4 plus force.
you're wearing a brooch of shielding, in which case it's not.
Let's everybody.
Okay, so roll your
Um,
damage, please.
All of us wear them.
So it's 4, 4, 3, 4 plus 1 force damage to each of them. So it's 5, 5, 4, 5. 5, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, 5, 5, 4, 5. Yeah. So I had to count on my
5, 4,
fingers.
5. Okay.
+5, yeah?
Yeah, plus 5.
Because it's +1 per target, plus per dart.
Okay, let's do this one at a time. So the head takes what damage?
It's 1d4, so it got 4 plus 1 force damage.
Okay, so 5. Yeah.
Yep.
The left leg, what does that get?
That also got 5.
Okay. The pelvis.
That got 4.
Okay. And the torso.
Got 5.
Okay.
You rolled 3 4s and a 3.
Yeah.
Pretty good rolling.
I know, right?
Okay. So like bang, 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 bang. Again, each of them takes the hit without any pause or ability effort. Doesn't give them a chance to even try to evade. So they're all scorched and bleeding from the sudden burst of energy that strikes them. Anything else, Bramble, on your turn?
I'll hit another one with a witch bolt, I guess.
All right.
You can only cast one spell a turn.
Oh, is it one spell a turn? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, ain't that fantastic?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying.
What is
Damn it!
Bramble's class? Is he just? Oh, is he a wizard?
Spooky.
It's a cookie, yeah.
No, spooky. No, a cookie.
I'm spooky.
He's a
class.
spooky boy.
Class is spooky.
Cookie.
Well, it's one called a curselinger.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
doesn't he get more than one magic attack per turn then? At level.
yeah. Well, I'm not that level yet. I don't think.
No. Okay. Okay.
The standard D&D rules is one spell per turn for all classes forever.
Yeah, but we're home homebrewing stuff.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Isn't
does a
adventurously
cantrip
by-
count as a turn, or does it count as a?
Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry. Let me clarify that.
You can do
think
one
it's-
spell and then one
If
cantrip
you can
if
use
it's
it
a
as a
bonus.
bonus action.
Yeah, you might be able to do that. Can
Not as much.
Yeah. That's fair.
But Witch Bolt is not a cantrip. It's
It's a first level.
Now, which ball is a
Badass.
first level spell?
Okay, so sorry, did you want to move at all? Like to get closer or reorient yourself?
Oh yeah, I'll get closer.
Okay, so like how far within what distance are you stopping between yourself and the creature?
I'll stop next to where I guess behind Pat and not too close to Pat, behind Pat and Cray Cray.
Okay, so
Just
you're
within liners.
so not within biting distance, but next, as close to Pat as you can get without.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
alright.
mean Sif?
So
Sif.
Who's Pat?
Okay.
What's a
Brogan,
pat?
You're up.
have you never been patted on the back?
Groggy,
Oh my god.
So how many mimics are left?
There are 4 left, and the pelvis is looking extremely ropey. It's just like
That's a brand new sentence.
It's sitting in a puddle of its own goop.
I'll lob a javelin at that one.
Okay.
Oh, got to say elaborate.
Oh,
No.
oh no, that ain't good.
No, dear.
Oh bloody hell! Javelin's made of fire! Oh! That's a natural one.
Oh dear.
Who's it near?
Okay, well you're probably closest to Cray Cray, so
Magic missile!
I'm immune to.
He's bleeding a lot,
so
Grog!
the head just manages to like it flicks itself up from the ground and knocks your hand as you're just about to let go of it. The head, the top of the head, the top of the jaw, and it knocks off course, and the javelin goes flying towards Cray Cray. So roll your damage. What was the hit? Was it 20? What was the roll to hit? What was it?
1.
It was a. Oh god, sorry, it was a 1, wasn't it? Just going to hit regardless. Sorry. Roll your damage. I'm not DMing properly today.
13 piercing damage.
13 piercing on you, Cray Cray.
Ow.
You've got a javelin embedded in your
Oh!
peck. Like,
My
Just-
favourite
just
pet.
misses.
You said you were immune!
Not the missile.
This is a
Not
missile!
the magic one. Maybe I got it wrong.
God's he's like, ugh! And then he gets another javelin and throws it
Okay.
at the same creature.
Hell to say.
Jesus.
So
That way.
the lower jaw. This time the lower jaw flicks itself up with the remnants of its muscular structure.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
And as you go to throw the other javelin, this knocks your hand. But I'd say this goes towards Sif.
Oh, but it goes towards Craig.
Oh, come on!
Okay, let me roll to the side.
Magic missile!
Okay.
Bing. Oh.
So there's 3 possible targets here.
Okay.
1 and 2, Cray Cray. 3, 4, Sif. 5, 6, Bramble.
Ooh.
Oh dear, Bramble. So like, he swung all the way around, and this javelin comes sailing towards you and sticks itself into your.
Wasn't as good.
Yeah.
He felt a bit of a sort of like twing in his step. 3, 4, 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing on you, Bramble.
Brambles just gonna
Now,
look
javelin
over
sticking out your side.
like, menacing eyes.
Gog's just like, I never miss.
You lumbering oath.
Wait.
Is that
Tickling
it
my lung.
for your turn? Or are you going to attempt to throw another javelin?
I'm seeing if I can throw another javelin.
3 natural ones would be fantastic.
He's rolled a couple of 19s in a row. So I think the
What's the
scale
most in our game so far? 5 1
5
by
ones.
Saren.
Saren in a row, yeah.
Yeah.
First
I
ever
know,
game,
that's
first ever dice rolls.
Unbelievable.
5 consecutive.
And we had some
Fumbles.
20s that match as well.
Mm.
Like that
See, if I was doing a melee attack roll,
raging?
I would have had brew between second reason.
I like how all three of
Wait a
us
second,
looked up
are
from
you
my
raging?
screen when you
Yeah,
said
it's
Plus
melee.
2 to every attack.
Melee?
Plus melee.
I just watched Mike and
Oh, it's melee, yeah,
just
sorry.
look up like, what the fuck?
Did you? Oh,
That was beautiful.
did you?
I hope
Matt,
that was
did you
recorded,
throw
that was
some
beautiful.
fucking- did you throw some oatmeal at him or something? Melee.
Yeah, whatever.
You ignore them, Matt. You ignore these.
Javelins for all of you!
You ignore these.
You
French
keep your mouth shut
speakers.
like you don't want another javelin in your face.
Yeah. So your turn over, yeah.
Unless this is the one. No, he's fine. Yeah, no. that's all.
Cray Cray, you're up.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Your the pelvis is
Well,
agitating at you.
I'll pull out this javelin.
Okay. Use it as an improvised weapon.
You could use it as a weapon.
Maybe he was passing you a weapon. Maybe he was being helpful.
Oh, I got it! Good idea!
Yeah,
Good catch.
I caught it with
Caught
my
it with
fleshy
your back.
peck.
Are you proficient in?
I am proficient.
Okay,
So,
okay.
but I've got my axe in one hand and that in so
Okay.
it's not going to be as
So
great. What's javelin again?
2d6. Oh no, I think it's 2d6 for me. I think it's 1d6. Let me check.
I've probably got one somewhere.
1d6.
1d6, okay. 17 to hit.
17 is it. Yeah.
Let's use this die. Is it plus? Let me just plus 5. So 8.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's more than enough to eliminate this.
I do a
what
thumbs
the
up. to
remains
Grog.
of this
Good idea, Grog.
gnashing pelvis monster.
That one
How
counts
does
as
it
mine.
end? Tell us.
How does it? What is
Yeah.
this? The pelvis one?
Yeah.
I just stab it right through the tongue into the.
And then you like wiggling it around.
Yeah, and I'm just like.
Okay. Well, then you just like
I'll
let,
just let
it
it
go.
go.
Flying.
It goes over a house and just
Yeah.
like that, you hear that.
You hear a dog
You
bark?
hear Cole go, oh, careful with that. We'll have to clean that shit up later.
Are they still sweeping up?
Yeah, they're kind of like.
Is it on our roof?
We need to get this job done quick.
Yeah.
I've still got 2 more attacks.
Okay, we move on to another if you want.
Ah,
Yeah.
They're all
that's-
in close proximity to you.
Can you pick up the javelin
You've
each
got the
time?
choice of a
Oh, I
left
like to do the
leg,
javelin.
a
Oh,
head, or a torso.
Does that mean your javelin's gone that way?
Oh, did you throw the javelin
Yeah.
with it? All right, yeah, that's
I'll buy
fine.
I'll buy you a new
I
one.
thought you just flicked the head off.
No, I threw the javelin.
I just got that.
Let's
buy
roll
you-
percentage
I'll buy you a
dice
new one.
for anybody.
Serial killer.
Yeah.
You killed the Lord of Waterdeep.
Oh my god.
It's 100.
000. So that's
That's 100.
100%. So
That's got to be like someone
yeah,
important.
You hear some sound. You hear some squeal of pain. Like, as
The mistress of the night.
Cole's like, quickly, let's hurry up and clear this area and get out of here. We don't know who that hurt. We don't know who that hurt. We could be in right shit.
I'm standing in
Literally.
shit right
So
now.
hurry up and finish that thing off. We can figure out how it got here later.
20,
Just Gog's like,
They're all like packing their gear up like rapidly. Like they're getting back on the clock. Come on!
Who else is near? What's left?
Creatures, you've got a torso, a left leg, and the remnants of the head.
Torso 24 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
14 slashing.
14, okay.
And then, is this the first time we've attacked this one? No.
No.
Bramble's hit a few times.
Yeah, Bramble's got it.
One more. Bloody hell, mega big. 20. Oh no, what is that? 30.
30 to hit.
Is that 11? Is that 11?
Yes.
19. 19. So 2 of that was 5.
Yeah. So he's like you're slashing and hacking at this thing, and bits of it are flying off, and the stone is chipping and shattering and falling away, revealing the purple, stretched, like rubbery-looking flesh underneath. The thing's just like sliced and diced open in various areas and bleeding copiously, and it's kind of just going, and its tongue's like barely moving, like hanging out one side of its mouth, flopping against the floor, and it's just basically a pool of its own viscous purplish life's blood is rising around it as it's pouring out of its the various wounds. It's just like it's looking like virtually dead. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
But it's still alive, but it's just like so that thing's going to attack Brogget. So the upper jaw that like knocked your headbutted your javelin hand out of the way, like lunges for your leg, attempting to bury its teeth into your calf. And it rolls a 20, so not a natural 20, but that is a hit. So and that is a 9 points of piercing damage, and also 2 points of acid damage. So 9 piercing, 2 acid. And then the lower jaw rolls across the cobblestones and attempts to like jab itself into your foot. Let's see how that does. No, that's terrible. And misses. It just rolls over your booted foot and just goes tumbling away in the opposite direction. Completely ineffective. That guy's dead, so that doesn't get a turn. Ezra, you're up.
Haven't you finished with these things yet?
We've been fighting them for hours!
It feels like. Ezra, get them! Do your things!
Just wondering if there's a way I can finish off a couple of them. I don't think I can. I only like split target spells or anything.
That was Mallory was doing that. He had they can't target 2 people.
Yeah, that's useful.
After doing a bit of reading, I've realised that there's a few that I've got that I could use now.
So, which one's one of them's almost dead, isn't it? Which one's still looking most healthy?
The torso is the one that looks the worst for wear. The left leg is still looking fairly hale. The head.
Is it the left leg that I insulted earlier?
Yeah.
All right. So, just to continue my theme of psychic battle with this mimic, I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers and whisper a discordant melody into the. I mean, I assume it can hear. It's a mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not immune to
Even though it's a leg, it hasn't got an ear, but it's a mimic.
It has all the senses that any other creature would.
It hears through its pores.
Okay. Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, that is a fumble.
Nice. Okay. So full damage. That's really crappy rolling. So it's actually only 10 psychic damage, but it must now use its full movement to move away. Is it in sort of range of attack opportunities of the guys here?
Yeah, it is. It's in range of attack opportunity.
So it's got to run away as fast as it can.
Is it hopping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Sif, Cray, and Grogget, you can all have an attack opportunity. So as it's assaulted by that psychic attack, it's just like, and it just starts springing like in an effort to bounce backwards away from them.
Yeah. 23 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
16.
Okay. So, as it makes its first effort to like leap backwards, he says no. You just boom, and just smash it into pulp, like down onto the cobblestones, where it just shatters and then turns into a puddle of goop, and all its teeth and its tongue fly away.
Javelin bad, hammer good.
It's gone. It is gone.
I killed it in the melee.
Anything else, Ezra?
I'm just gonna get back in the car. Looks like you guys have got this cleaned up.
Okay, so that one's gone as well. Who's left? Just the torso and the head, and what's left of the head. So
His head's still going.
the head is not the most persistent of them all, even though it's the worst for wear. Okay, so the torso is facing you at the moment, correct, isn't it? Correct. So it like gorilla arms itself close towards you. It's like it pushes itself up the floor and attempts to bite down on your head.
Shit.
And it rolls a 19, which isn't.
It is very much.
Yeah. So it does manage to like clamp its mouth over your head, piercing into the flesh of your chest and the back of the back of your shoulders. And you take 9 points of piercing damage and 6 points of acid damage. 9 piercing, 6 acid, and I don't know, can it attack you with... I'm going to say it can. Its tongue's lolling out the side of its mouth as it's clamped down at you, and it's hammering at your back with its tongue. It's like
Whipping you.
Jesus.
Shame! Shame!
No, it misses, unfortunately. So, Sif, your turn. There's a head.
Okay, right, what does Sif do?
There's a remnants of the
Sif's
head.
gonna... So what's left? The head and the torso, right?
Yeah, remnants of the head and the torso.
Okay, does the head still have eyes?
It does.
Okay, so I'm going to try to tap the eyes out with my dirty broom end.
Okay. Are you wearing a Waterdeep t-shirt?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
Nice.
Oh, that's brilliant. I want one. It's my villain.
What is happening?
Nothing, sorry. Carry on, Pat.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Right. Sorry, let me just realign myself. Yes, so that's 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that is a hit.
So I give them eyes a little stabby stab, and they take 13 damage.
This is the head or the torso? Sorry.
The head,
The head. 13.
the eyes specifically. 13, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So as you like jab at each of the eyes, like literally bursting them, they explode and spatter you with goop. But it's still like stubbornly clinging to what's left of its life. Like it's just like it's like thrashing around in pain, blinded, but it's still there, still persisting.
Why won't you die? Okay, I stab it again.
Okay.
Oh god.
I try to jam
I'm gonna have
the.
to run, guys. I'll catch you later.
Oh,
See
alright,
ya.
Mike.
See ya,
Sorry,
man.
guys. Bye.
Bye, Mike.
Bye. Thanks for playing.
Okay, let's quickly finish this off. I try to stab it. It's like empty eye sockets with that broom,
Hang on a sec.
and that's only 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Hang on, I've got to rearrange all these bloody windows now.
Most of them are ones.
42.
Be entertaining for a second while I'm just doing this.
Entertaining.
He puts the lotion on his skin. Else he gets that.
It's the hose again.
Oh dear.
Oh, mister, I got your tongue.
No!
Would you fuck me? I'll fuck me.
Someone had to.
No, thank you, no.
Someone had to go there, didn't they?
Oh bloody hell, the mistress is dead! Oh, what the fuck is this mimic? Oh, it's got bloody javelin coming out. Oh no!
Property off.
I know, who do you think we killed?
Who the hell's Rog? Rogue.
Oh boy. Here's a pro tip. If you ever, for whatever reason, you have to put patches on something like a jacket or on like jeans or anything. You know what the best type of thread to use is?
Black thread.
Dental floss.
What is it?
Dental floss?
Dental floss. Damn.
Yes, it's incredibly durable and
Minty fresh.
minty fresh.
So for all you
So when you try how to do this for the nth time,
for all you novice battle vest creators out there,
Adorners.
Pat's top tip is
They're our
Use-
highest demographic.
dental floss.
No more
To put
stress.
your,
Seam stress.
put your Iron Maiden
Seam
patches
stress.
on your vest.
Same stress.
And by following my tip and making yourself a battle jacket, you'll make sure that you're a virgin forever.
yeah.
Purity.
You have that virgin power. Okay, Pat, what did you do?
The Iron Virgin swear.
You stabbed
Makes
it again
sense.
and did what?
True.
It's 16 to hit.
Yeah, that is a hit.
Okay. So it takes a whopping 10 physical damage.
Yeah, tell us how it ends.
Nice.
Finish him.
Well, attempting to stab it in the eye socket, I just impale it through it.
Yeah.
So the like basically the force of my blow kind of impales it and then kind of cracks the head, so it kind of goes up and splits like in the eye.
Yeah.
So not in the middle, kind of in the third,
Yeah.
and it just dies.
Yeah. It just it exhales one final time, like, and then collapses and turns into a puddle of goo with bits of stone floating in it.
Yeah, the last thing it says is "Battle vest's lame," and then dies.
Okay. So Bramble, you're up next. If Sif's all done, is that enough for you, Sif?
Yes, I am very much done.
All right, Bramble. All that's left now is the torso, which is currently clamped over Cray Cray's head, sort of beating at him with its arms and its flailing tongue.
Oh, buddy.
You gotta go now. Okay.
I waited as long as I could.
Yeah. Thanks for
Nice one.
thanks for playing, dude.
Hey, no problem.
Take it easy, man.
See you later.
See you next week.
Good luck killing those minutes.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, keys on the shelf,
So-
Max. Yeah.
Bramwell's going to use the casting spell called Twist Body. So could you make a Wisdom save?
Yep. That is 12, which I believe is a failure.
Yeah. So you take 2d6 necrotic damage. So that's a 6. That's 14 necrotic damage.
14.
Yep.
Okay. That's enough to completely destroy this thing.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Tell us how it ends, Haz.
So Bramble sticks his hand out and twists his fingers in a really almost malevolent way, and you see this creature just start to like crumple in within itself.
Yeah.
It starts to twist, like its body starts to become mangled, and you see parts. What is it? Is it the torso?
Yeah. Clamped around
Cool.
Craig's
You see-
head.
So you see parts of the torso just start twisting around Kraker's head and like dissipate into like smaller little pieces. It almost starts to assimilate in itself and just explodes right next to you. You might be deaf now,
So
actually.
yeah, the pop is enough to sort of make your own ears sort of flex in.
I take a knee.
And you're covered in saliva and purplish gunk.
Oh, purple rain!
So Cole, the foreman of the Dung Sweepers, is like, that's it, come on, get yourselves in and we'll get out of here, we'll move on to the next place. We don't want to be caught if whoever that injured over there, if it's somebody important, or it could be one of the city watch or one of the guard, like we need to get out of here quick, unless we be blamed for it.
Grog will like help me up.
Yeah, so you all like, tumbling like Keystone Cops onto the side and just like yeah, and Cole basically like gallops you away from the Virgin Square into the next area of business, and we'll end the session there. So continue. What is it? What's that?
It's yours.
Oh, you got me a Waterdeep pin. Nice.
Oh, spoilers!
Show the
Oh,
camera.
I'm trying. Yeah, get it out of the packet.
It's from Zone Prowler, who's got an Etsy store.
Zone Prowler.
Zone Prowler on Etsy.
Oh, this is wicked.
That's a cool name. Sick.
Nice.
Look at that.
Waterdeep.
Ignore my furry hobbit fingers.
Zone Prowler went out of their way to make sure I got that, so that's very good.
Really?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Sorted out some decent shipping and stuff.
Nice. Thanks
Nice,
very
man.
much. I love Waterdeep. Okay. So yeah, well, thanks for playing, everybody. I hope that was fun. Thanks to anybody that watched. We appreciate it, and I hope that was enjoyable for you. Not the shambolic mess that it seems to me every week that I do
DIY
something.
Punk D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, punk as shit.
This session, I've been borrowing and mangling from Paul Metzger's Waterdeep Faction Adventure, Dung Work.
Metzger?
Dung Work.
Yeah. Which
Nice.
is
Real.
which you can play as either a board game, which I'm attempting to do, or just run it as a standard adventure. So there's elements of it in the rules that enable you to sort of play it as a board game,
Bizarre.
which is cool. Anyway, so look for that on the DMs Guild because it's available there, and I highly recommend it.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a madcap adventure, and it's full of good humour. So I can't recommend it highly enough, to be honest. It's been-
And you get to shovel shit all day.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I've been wanting to integrate that into the campaign for a long time now. So finally got a chance narratively to insert it in an appropriate place.
Only
so.
the highest of aspirations
Yes.
for the Misfits.
Only the
Yeah,
best-
we've
only
done
the best
something
shit
to annoy
for the
Aaron.
Misfits.
Now he's going to make us shovel shit.
So yeah, we'll resume next Wednesday. In case nobody's noticed, we have moved from our previous Tuesday 8 PM slot to a Wednesday 8 PM slot. So from now on until the near future, we'll be doing Wednesdays at 8. Hopefully that will be better for everybody involved. Maybe even some people that want to watch us might be able to catch us finally now, because we're not conflicting with everybody else. Though, don't Acquisitions Incorporated do Wednesday?
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Who knows?
So, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back again, same time next week. And be kind. to
Say
people,
back channel.
Be creative and play D&D.
Like and subscribe.
And shalik sub.
Shalixum.
Lick what?
Yes.